Good afternoon, my friends. We're in a different mode, as you can tell. It's darker. It's different. These talks are more of a testimonial, more of an encouragement than some others. And it's an afternoon talk. I would just like to be a little more intimate with you. I'm Dr. G. I'm 75 years old. I'll be 76 this March. In 2001, I was sent home to die. Literally. They said, you have an incurable bone marrow disease. We have no treatment for you. It's too far progressed. Your spleen is huge. You're bleeding. You're night sweating. There's no hope for you. I have the letter they sent me home with. It said Gabriel Forzano is terminal, palliative care only. They recommended that my spleen be removed. I asked them why. They said, well, it's big and you're going to bang up against something or it'll just burst on its own and you'll bleed out. I said, removing my spleen, will it save my life? They said, no. I said, I don't think I'll keep it. They wrote me for a prescription of pain meds that when I was a younger man, I would have happily taken them in hand and then swallowed as many as possible every single day. But I gave them back the script torn in half. I said, no, I don't need this. If I'm going to heal, I'm going to do it naturally. The oncologist told me, Gabriel, don't waste your time. You don't have much time. I told them I have all the time that I need. And I left there and did not return. I went over to the university and signed up for a full load of pre-med classes. I was determined that I just needed more information. That I had a different mindset than this oncologist at Cleveland Clinic, but I needed more information that would meld with my mindset and offer me my healing. Many thought that I had lost my mind completely, but I did not share it with many because I knew what they would say, and I did this to all negative information. While I was walking through the streets, I would turn my face away from a storefront window because I did not want to see my reflection, because it was contrary to my intention to heal. I would say to myself, Gabriel, you are well. Meanwhile, everything around me said I was not. I would bleed out of my ears, out of my nose. I was dying, but I was saying that I was well. I didn't shave in the mirror for over 2 years. I shaved in the shower. Fortunately, I didn't have a lot to shave, but I shaved in the shower. The point is, when you make a confession, when you make a statement about what's going to happen with this, you need to stay there. This is not spooky pooky woo nonsense. Every cell in the body has its own little brain. It has stem cells. It has intelligence. The emptiness found in the space inside every cell is information. It is data. It's what tells that cell how to act, what to become, whether to become an armpit or a knee or a nose or an eye. And I respected that intelligence, and I would speak to it. I say, body, relax, return to perfect size, shape, form, and function. You know how to get there. I'm sorry that I offered you so many bad things that it caused you to forget your mission. I'm back now. And I come in agreement with what you are, and that's well. It's wholeness. It's all is well. You are a perfect creation, made to live long and die short, to not suffer along the way. And so with that in mind, I did a 180. I turned around, quit everything I was doing prior to my diagnosis, and started on a new path to healing. I removed everything that was not natural from my life. I stopped watching television. I stopped eating anything that was not real. I stopped drinking alcohol. I stopped smoking weed. I stopped getting in confrontations with anyone. I stayed right here. My intention was, this body will return. This body will return to health just by doing what it needs, just by giving it what it's asking for. For years, I took this wonderful creation, which should have came with an instruction booklet, but it didn't. And I gave it all of these things just to satisfy this flesh, these emotional desires for comfort and convenience and peace. I fed it whenever my belly said, oh, I'm disturbed, and I would beat and push down that disturbance with food and alcohol and mindless living. I turned it all around. And although it didn't happen immediately, slowly but surely, my spleen started to shrink. The bleeding got less and less. I did not sweat all night long, sleeping on beach towels and having to change them every hour because I was soaking wet. I was dying. I was dying. I paid attention to this body, and any time I saw that I was doing something that wasn't in line with a healthy, natural human being, before all this nonsense, before all the interference, before all the noise, removed it all. And my body came back. It's been almost 25 years since they sent me home to die. Do I look dead to you? I feel healthy. I feel strong. I look healthy. I look younger than my years. And I project that I'll live at least another 30 years. And I'll not just be existing. I will be living a vital life till the last few weeks of my life when I'll give up the ghost. This is not fantasy. I have proven the concept. This is the proven concept. If you're suffering, if they've given you a report that says you don't have a chance, or that you need to be cut and burned and filled with pharmaceuticals, and even with that they promise you nothing but possibly remission. Today I heard 3 stories from 3 different individuals about they're on their 3rd relapse of cancer. Why? Because they treat the symptoms, never look back at the cause, and send the people back into the same fire that burned them to begin with. I never allowed that. That fire is way behind me 25 years ago. I never let it back into my life. You can't return to the filth and come out clean. The society that we're living in is broken. If you don't identify that, you don't have a chance. You have to be willing to reject some of the conveniences that have taken this body and made it moot. Our future existence is this. Rolled over and bent over and staring at our hand. All the work that we once did is done by the robots. All the thought that we once offered this life is coming from chat. If you don't reject it, if you embrace this life, I promise you that it will not end well. I'm here to help. This is not a marketing video, but I'm here to help. I've helped the few people that have been willing to change. Alive when they've been told you should have died years ago. People who just 6 months ago were told your situation is never going to get better. This is what's going to happen. They gave them a list of degradation. And just this morning I was told all of those things are gone. And they've not gotten worse, the things that did exist. They have disappeared. This is what's possible. Don't devalue the power of this creation. Don't devalue it. It is amazing. I wish you all the best. I truly do. May you find your way. May you awaken to what you've surrendered to.